If you watched last week's video, then you got to see inside of the 1977 Mooney that's taking me around the country on my charity flight Loop for the Troops. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then make sure to click the first link in the description. I'm doing a charity flight. We've already raised over $11,000 to donate to Hope for the Warriors, and we are not done yet. But in this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the key differences that you can expect from transitioning from a Cessna 172 and trainer aircraft to a complex or high performance airplane. That video is coming up right now. Probably the first and most significant thing that I noticed while going from 152s and 172s to the Mooney is speed. When you fly something that has a significant more amount of horsepower, like the Mooney with 200 horsepower, then you're going to experience everything quicker. You're going to take off quicker. You're going to climb quicker. You're going to cruise quicker. And with that means that you have to do everything quicker. Probably the number one piece of advice and thing that you will have to get used to the most is staying in front of the airplane. When you fly something where everything happens much faster, you need to be 5 steps ahead of the airplane and never fall behind it. If you end up falling behind in a fast airplane, then that could lead to dangerous situations and you aren't going to want to be in that situation. Now it's kind of funny because relatively speaking, a jet that goes 5 times as fast as something like this Mooney is even quicker, but we're talking about stages here. You don't go from a 172 to a Gulfstream, you have to go in steps. So this is the first step and it's definitely a big leap, something you will notice. The next difference is most definitely the different systems. When I went into the complex airplane, I had never had a retractable landing gear or flaps at the same time and these type of flaps. I've talked about this in previous videos, but in the Mooney that I fly, the flaps are not spring controlled. So when you flip that switch down, you have to physically flip it back up for it to stop going down. If you just keep it down, then the flaps will keep going down until you switch that switch up. So this is super interesting to get used to, and it's something different, something that you don't have to deal with in, say, a 172. Now I know that some of you who fly Piper, Archers, and Cherokees have manual flaps, so this may be an even bigger change and something that may take a few hours in the air to become normal. Now my next point isn't necessarily true for every single flight school and every single airplane, but the airplanes that I learned to fly in didn't have an autopilot. I flew by hand no matter if I was flying for 30 minutes or 2 hours. So something that was something to get used to, but also a huge benefit is learning how to use the autopilot and utilizing that during your flight. Like my previous point, this is something that is new and something completely foreign to you and was to me during my flying. So while it may seem awkward and seem not normal and not really in your general flow, it will become part of every flight that you do, and you'll definitely enjoy having an autopilot because it makes flying just a little bit more enjoyable, especially when you're in a single engine piston on a longer cross country. So with that being said, that is 3 major differences that you can expect to experience in your transition from a 172 to something a little faster, a complex and high performance airplane. Now, while the airplane I fly isn't by the FAA standards high performance, it still is faster, it still is more horsepower. So generally speaking, that's what you're going to experience when you go to a complex and faster airplane. So if you did enjoy this video, then let me know by going down below, clicking that like button, dropping a comment, letting me know what I could do better and what you enjoyed about this video. If you really want to support my channel, the best thing you could do is click that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you never miss another one of my videos. Until next week, I want you to stay current, stay proficient, keep the blue side up. Keep flying safe, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.